I hate my life. Good evening, everybody. As you can probably tell from the video title, this will be it. So, it was fun while it lasted. Pony has finally given us the word that he is tired of this channel. He is tired of being dragged into things. He's tired of being told to make videos, even though that's not something we even do anymore. He's just tired. He doesn't want to see the channel anymore. So, that is it. It is being taken down. Or,
he certainly
let's say,
acted like
archived.
the leader, arbitrarily ending it like this without giving us any thought. Me and Pony have never gotten along. I tried to do a SCP video with him back when I first got on the channel and he became too scared / motion sick to continue the video. It was my first video project too.
Yeah. I mean, it's not exactly a very good way to be introduced to the channel, but it's accurate. It helps you temper your expectations. I mean, keep in mind, that's the entire reason I brought you on in the first place, is because Pony was refusing to do things with me.
Anyway, this is going to be the last video from me and No Name. We decided to do it together because we are so very close all the time.
Don't take that the wrong way. It's for, Shota appreciation. Anyway, we don't have anything per se planned. So, this would likely be a quick video about...
Yo, welcome to Radio Cool 91, where we will make you jump out of your socks with delight.
So, our first somewhat guest on the show here is Yugata. How you doing, girl?
I'm great. The recent news is a bit disappointing, but I have been getting along well enough with life. I have even bought us some drums so we can start a band now.
But I'm in a band, tally-ho. Are you asking me to kick out the drummer?
Sure, I'll get as good as him at some point.
It's something to look forward to after, we're done here, I guess.
How are you doing?
Well, I'm still a bit sore, from sliding on the asphalt, as a result of leaning my bike a little further than gravity liked. But good news is, I have a new bike because of that.
Make sure you get some anime plastered on the bike.
No, see, this one kind of looks like Celties. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to, get a yellow helmet, put some, cat ears on it, like, hers, and, I'm going to ride around and cosplay all the time.
Oh, that will be cool. You don't wear those leather suits, though.
Well, I will start it, won't I?
Let's bring on another guest.
Sure. Hold up. It took you 2 days to make a paper mushroom?
That seems a bit sad.
It took me forever. I couldn't figure out how I was gonna do it, and then finally I came up with the system that I created because I needed to turn it into like a process. So once I got the process figured out and was able to create like these templates, like cardboard templates, I was able to just kind of like the final day, just cut, paste, and slap it on,
Okay. I mean, I didn't think it'd take that long, actually.
One of my original ideas was to create a geodesic dome from cardboard and pretend that was the mushroom top. And I spent forever on that, and it didn't work out. It would have been cool if it worked out, but it didn't work out.
So, is this some kind of midlife crisis?
Okay.
Yeah. I have some more projects. I'm weird, really weird. What do we call those? Like bricolage? I mean, that's actually way too pretentious for what I'm doing. Garbage. I'm making garbage, but I have some other ideas. It's what?
It's garbage.
It sounds like recycle art.
Yeah, I have some more ideas that I'm thinking of too, but just something to pedal with. Just pedal
Well, over here, we've got several cans of sponsored supplied Guarana Antarctica. What are you drinking over there? Because I'd suggest you get one.
I'm actually not drinking anything. As after living a life of hard alcoholism, I drank really hard for a really long time after my pet donkey died. We all know how hard I took that. I stopped drinking so hard, and we all know what my favorite drink was. Let's say it together. My favorite drink was Jack. You're supposed to say it with me.
Oh, okay.
My favorite drink was. Yes.
There's gonna be a delay, We're on the radio.
Okay. All right. 1. Okay, no. I'll count down to 1. 3, 2, 1. Jack Daniels.
For some reason I thought it was laudanum.
It was the joke's
Was
dead.
it? Okay, I thought it was actually Captain Hammocks. Captain Hammock. Captain what? Morgan.
To be honest with
Captain
you,
Morgan.
the only drink names that I know of are like Jack Daniels and Budweiser.
So, how are you tinting? Were you doing like a tint, or were you doing...
Oh, well, this one fellow had a tent that flipped open from the top of his car. And it
fancy.
dropped down a ladder. And you climbed up into the tent, made yourself at home. Very,
I'm getting good vibrations from
very, nice.
Cozy? It sounds very homoerotic.
I know, right? I am just
Oh,
about
well,
ready
you want to
to
hear about
chronicle the
homoerotic? Well, I had to
delusions I am
sleep with
getting
this
here.
guy in said tent.
Please, more
for a night.
details. I need more details.
It was uncomfortable, actually, because of the humidity. And there was no air conditioning. There was nothing. But, we made it work.
So obviously you undressed to get cooler.
Just two dudes sweating in a tent, huh?
Yeah, that's how life goes sometimes.
It's a pack of a certain number for like $3.50 or $3.99.
I mean, it doesn't sound bad, but the one I had, I had one, probably 3 or 4 years ago. It's been a while, but I had one, and it was, I pull off the foil, and I get one gulp, and everything's gone. I'm thinking that was it. That's my bottle.
Yeah, I get it.
Just enough for a gulp.
It's because they're more of like a probiotic shot, essentially, is kind of the best way to view it. They taste good, though. I love the taste of them. Do you like the taste of them?
It didn't really impress me.
Really? Okay. Alright. Fair enough.
Must be true then.
No.
Everything that you read on the internet is true.
Well, I guess I am a furry now, aren't I? Oh well.
Don't you want to be a
Oh,
furry?
geez, that's true. That's true. Your recordings.
As an introvert, I would say invisibility would be sort of nice. You could do all sorts of robberies and then you could live a comfortable life with your own invisibility. Although, you would probably get the authorities after you pretty quickly as they realize someone has stolen some sort of top secret government invisibility cloak technology and use it to orchestrate a bank heist. They would probably want to know who that is.
There's plenty of forests that need a bit of torching, whether that be in Australia, maybe some in South America, maybe the entire state of California.
Oh yeah, forest.
I was sleeping up on the top with him, and I was sleeping just fine, and then I like it was like 2 o'clock in the morning. I had this weird dream, and it completely woke me up. And yeah, I can't remember all the details now for some reason. It was very clear in my mind, and then as time has gone on, I didn't write it down, so I don't really remember all of this. But it had to do with cults, a cult, and nothing scares me worse than cults, which is, I think, why I'm kind of like intrigued by them. And it was like this open air bus that had like this tiered seating.
You know, I was just watching this show about this guy who becomes, basically, he tries to become a god because he's given the power of a god, and that he can kill whoever he wants. Just, I mean, with barely any effort. And I'm thinking, that's a lot of work. I mean, it's a lot of power, but it's also a lot of work. I don't know if I'm really cut out for that.
I see.
Did this mysterious show you were watching happen to be the Netflix adaptation of the series?
No, thankfully, but that may have... Who's the producer of that? We may have to write his name down.
Before he makes the next. I heard they're actually going to do the next one.
The misery never ends.
Who's making another one?
Yeah, as though they didn't already massively fail once. They want to do it again. Same series.
No! You're kidding me. How's that
I'm not
possible?
kidding you. Cats are fourth-dimensional creatures. They can just kind of pop in and pop out of place when they want. And show up, you know, in places that should be sealed of any entry or exit. And they just show up and then disappear as they wish.
Well, that's what was put forth in the Matrix movie, where if a black cat crosses your path, it's a sign of a glitch in the Matrix.
Wait, are we sure about that?
Isn't that if it repeated itself?
Was it? I don't remember. All I remember was he said something about red pill and blue pill. That was the Matrix movie's plot.
Well, I mean, the only thing I really remember about their Matrix is Keanu Reeves, like, dodged some bullets, and then Agent Smith was like, whoa, he's woken up.
You don't remember how hot Morpheus was.
Yeah. He goes from, like, being... Dude, that was, like, Keanu Reeves' big break, and then he went to playing Qui-Gon Jinn in Star Wars.
Yeah, that was a bit of a difference, wasn't it?
Yeah.
He was pretty good as Patrick Bateman in American Psycho.
Okay, say something.
Hello.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
It's quite the racket I have going on over here, actually.
So does that... are you going for, like, designer clothing kind of stuff? Like, you know, like, we're gonna pass this off as, say, Supreme or something? Just plaster on Supreme?
Yeah. I'm just, like, making weird things and then putting, like, brand stuff on it. I don't know. I think it's funny. My mother told me that when we were going to visit my grandparents, she's like, whatever you do, don't tell them that you're making paper mushrooms.
The thing is if time travel was capable, sometime, say, in the far future, they figure it out, I would expect to be seeing time tourists of sorts, you know? People who just come around to see what each era was like. And you can say that, you know, this was... They've got some kind of ability to blend in with the normal population. But there's always that possibility for paradoxes. Yeah, like the whole thing of what you do might kill your grandfather.
Yeah. Maybe the solution to that is you can travel in time, but only as a spectator. So you cannot actually interact with the past world. You just sort of float around.
That was fun.
Yeah, well, I guess let's go play Gmod or something.
I want to do gutter ball.
Picking sucks though.
The librarian is too annoyed with your attitude to care about your questions anymore. He has seen too many of your kind come to the asteroid, and he has already answered this question today to several people like yourselves. He hurt his back 15 years ago, and it now aches any time the mist is about to roll in. You have now been directed to the cat for all questions.
Great. Thanks, Pony. That's exactly what we needed right now. You just made my life miserable. This is why I told you that we weren't supposed to be doing that to that lousy librarian. He's actually important.
And what is wrong with asking a cat? It is definitely cuter than that old guy. I think this is a win
sure.
for us.
And just what is a cat going to know about the history of our giant king and his supposed doom in this asteroid belt?
You never know. Cats might be avid historians.
I know, but I'm like, it's almost.
This is doomed. I mean, eventually it goes into this fourth dimensional thing, but I don't have the brains to try and work out what they even want. It just.
Yeah, I tried to work out the math at one point, but I got tired of the spiral eventually. Too many hours for me to really care anymore. I'm not Laplace's demon after all. I mean, the whole concept ends up with me eventually having to question if my cheese block is sentient. And if so, what about a picture or representation of the cheese block?
That's food for thought, but
Now, horror films, I am not particularly interested in because they are not very stimulating. Let's put it that way. With horror films, our regular audience may enjoy the occasional, shock jock type of horror film, but
wow, what a beating Kevin is giving right now to Scribbles. That is impressive. They're both missing some good opportunities here to strike, but obviously neither one of them is exactly familiar with this game.
Is this like a proto-big from
Wow!
Sonic
Oh, well, look
Adventure?
at that comeback by Scribbles. This could be something if
I know,
he actually
but, like,
continues.
it's almost,
And that's KO! That is KO! So Scribbles will be moving on to the next round. Actually, that's pretty surprising. I was not expecting that at all. What do you think, Edmund?
Well, I'm just trying to put wow.
I could not have been more vague myself. Good job. I was actually unaware of who would win this one because, honestly, I don't think either of them have very much experience with fighting games. But Scribbles specifically surprised me here. Like, that close call he had with the last match, against the CPU. I guess playing Oregon Trail during his childhood didn't hinder him as much as I thought it might.
Now I gotta show you all something really cool. If you stand around and look at them for long enough, they actually react to you. And this is a new pose for the Octolings.
I'm sad and unhappy, but not as.
You give them far too much credit, honey. I mean, I don't think it's gonna be but maybe 10 years when it's, let's say, mandatory that you either take blockers or you're sent away.
Yeah, I figure it will happen eventually, but if it does, I don't want to deal with the older ones. You know, the types where they have metal cups rattling on the walls. I think I would have to block off my ears in such cases. Hopefully we can get a nice one with quiet shoes and general soundproofing.
Now, why do I need to call someone a PogChamp? What does that even... Are they even deserving of the title? Like, the whole thing's about being good with games or something, right?
Because the people want to hear it. Everyone wants to be called this.
Well, what difference does that make? I don't want to call them a PogChamp. Doesn't make any sense.
To begin with,
Like,
it
it's-
isn't about how good they are at games. It's about the showing them some gratitude for their legions. Think of it like the dictator being asked to give a speech.
I don't want to do this. You do it. If you want to do it,
Wait,
do it.
you want me to do it? No, that's embarrassing. You're the one who is supposed to do this.
I would like to thank you all for this voting me as Miss Universe. I obviously deserve it, but still it is nice to know that all of you agree with me. Of course I need to make mention of those who got me here, me, My Little Pony, Fur Affinity, Rogue the Bat, Lola Bunny, Tony the Tiger.
I